are the ingredients? First of all, when the Texans are complaining that it's so hot, say, yeah, that's the first thing we need, is we need for the southern plains to get really warm, to start building that ridge up. And this is another way to look at it. This is like a vertical cross section of like a high where you have anticyclonic flow at the surface, aloft with either the subtropical jet or the polar front jet. You have convergence where it's coming in. So it's adding mass to that air mass. And so it starts building up. And the opposite happens with an area of low pressure. With an area of low pressure, you have divergence aloft. It causes surface pressures to lower, and it's more of a cyclonic sort of flow, and everything is being pulled up into that air mass above the area of low pressure. And so cyclonic flow like that is unstable. And that's where, with your areas of low pressure, you're going to see weather happening. The third ingredient is the position of the ridge. And this is very, very important. This is a couple of studies that were done in Albuquerque, looking at first with the position of the ridge to our east. We're the green circle there. So if the ridge is to our east, this was like in August of 2006. So this is live data, and you can see we're the red circle there. And so our moisture that summer was anywhere from 5 to 8 inches. So it was a good monsoon. Our average monsoon is about 6.25 inches. Whereas this is July of 2008, that ridge was more right down in the Four Corners area. And so that particular month, we only saw like a ½ inch to a couple inches of precipitation. So if that ridge moves to our west, the way the flow sets up, we end up getting just northwest flow. And if we remember our orographic lee side sort of stuff with all the big mountains, you know that that lee side flow is a drying flow. So we get what Sean calls the scraps from those thunderstorms that come out of the northwest. And the fourth ingredient is we need the high surface dew points. And as that moisture starts coming in, that's when you start to see those high-based thunderstorms like at 8,000 feet. All of a sudden they're lowering as that moisture continues to pump up into our area. So the average during peak monsoon might be at like at 3,000 feet for the thunderstorms. This is just like at Flagstaff, Phoenix, I think?
Yes.
Yes. Albuquerque, Tucson, and El Paso. So we look at all those places as far as how much the dew points are changing, and we want that to get up to about 50 degrees for good, deep moisture to be coming in here. So after all those ingredients come together, then this is what we're gonna see. In this particular satellite image, you can see that the ridge is out to our east. There's moisture that is being pulled up into Mexico and around Arizona and up into our area.
Can I ask a question about
Sure.
on that?